right, what's up, everybody? And a very Merry Christmas Eve 2024. Hopefully all of you are doing well. We're going to be checking out Midtown Manhattan tonight. And as always, we are starting off the broadcast on 57th Street, Billionaire's Row. We'll get started here in just a moment. NNB 45, what's going on? Tom Barry, Oh Wise Owl, John. Oh, this is cool. I don't think I've even seen this yet this year. Wow, pretty cool. Lee, what's going on? Good to see you. Let's see if we can go across the street and get a little bit better angle. It's pretty busy too. Paul, what's going on? Kevin, welcome. Oh, did you guys see inside the Trump Tower yet? I was in there yesterday and it's pretty cool how they decorated it. I think we have about 30 more minutes for us to be able to go in, so maybe we'll quickly stop by and check out the inside. It's pretty cool. Alan, what's going on? PB. Tatted T. Crypto Meme, what's going on? Definitely had the Santa Claus rally in the market this year. If you go all the way to the back, they have this Trump Tower gingerbread house, which is pretty cool. Unij 23, what's going on? Doc 7. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. All that good stuff. They have the 45 presidential seal, but I wonder if they're going to put 45 and then put an additional 47. pretty cool, right? It's like a Trump Tower gingerbread house. It's pretty cool, right? So much detail. I wonder who did this. No way. Middle-aged grind says your daughter helped decorate it? That's fantastic. That's amazing. I didn't even know they were doing this. I was at the office yesterday, and I quickly walked by, and I was like, wow, what a very, very unique... Pretty cool, right? Hey, what's going on? Brad's Brain. An amazing rally in the market today. I'm sure you're pretty pleased. We're just in the Trump Tower making a quick roundabout. And then we're going to hit all the usual spots. They did a really good job decorating the tower. Looks really good. This is down by the Trump grill and everything. Samir, what's going on? Good to see you. New England crypto, we had a pretty nice rally in Bitcoin today. I'm sure you're pleased. A lot of the TMLs, the leaders, Tesla had a really good day. Hey, Met fan is here. What's going on? Thanks so much. Yeah, Reggie44, Palantir too. All the leaders caught a really nice bid today. Really, really nice bid. Even though it was a shortened trading day, we definitely got the Santa Claus rally. Even though the lobby of Trump Tower is a bit dated, it's still very well kept. I do like it a lot. Flora is here from Argentina. Welcome. Hold on 1 second. All right, just had to situate some stuff. Hey, Mike G, what's going on? I got your text. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We just stopped in the Trump Tower to check out that gingerbread house, which is really unique. But now we're going to head outside. I do want to head to the Plaza Hotel today. Probably is going to be quite busy, but we'll check it out. Now, Brad, if you look at Tesla, Tesla pretty much came down and corrected right to its breakout level and just rallied off of it. So positive action all around. Tom AK. What's up, Tom? Thanks for joining. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Hank P, what's going on? Good to see you, Hank.
Where is Coconut?
All right, let's cross one more time here outside of the Amman, New York.
I don't think you're going to get in the pit.
Then we'll make another right. Dave, what's going on? Good to see you. Now, it looks like we're going to have back-to-back years of 20% plus returns on the S&P, which is pretty wild. So we'll see what's in store for 2025. This is a good shot of the Tiffany building. Really nice. Hey, Western Mass Dave, what's up? You know, Dave, I'm pretty happy we finally got to check out the New York Stock Exchange Christmas tree. And I think they did a really good job down there by the NYC. We did an earlier live stream. We were taking a walk near the World Trade Center as well as the New York Stock Exchange. Looks pretty good down there. So definitely a positive day on Wall Street, both visually and literally for the market. This is a pretty unique shot of the candy cane, and you can just see how thin and slender Steinway Tower is. It's crazy. That's 111 West 57th Street. That's the skinniest residential apartment building in the world. And then just off to the left, if we look downtown, you could see 53 West 53rd Street. This is another sought-after building on Billionaire's Row. Hey, Daytona Gal, what's going on? Thanks so much for joining. Brad's Brain says my returns were well ahead of the S&P and Dow on the backs of Kava, Palantir, Hood, IoT. Yeah, you know, Kava was a monster winner this year. I think that stock has like an intermediate term top, but that stock has really been a monster. Same thing with Hood, you know, all those new IPO. I mean, it's been a pretty good year for new IPO bases. You know, Kava being one of them when that broke out. This is a cool shot of 432 Park Avenue. And then you have the Crown Building, which is the Amman, New York. Let's head back to Fifth Avenue and make a left. And let's check out the Plaza Hotel, might as well. Hey, Jeremy says, have I seen any orbs where you've been? Love the channel. Or, oh, you're talking about the drones? I honestly haven't seen any of these drones. I mean, I've seen them on the news, like on X and things like that, but no, I have not personally seen any drone activity. No, not personally. Which is interesting because a lot of our viewers from New Jersey, I've had a few people email me photos of them seeing all these drones. I don't know. I think it's probably just the government testing some military operations, so it's probably classified, so they're obviously not going to tell us about it. Jeremy, thanks again. Hey, Cushy is here. What's up? Thank you. Augusto says Merry Christmas, Tom, and greetings everybody from Argentina. Love that. I mean, speaking about, the U.S. equity market has performed unbelievably this year. It's been one of the strongest bull markets that I've ever traded through in my entire career. But I think maybe an interesting theme to talk about maybe a little bit later for 2025, maybe some emerging market action with Argentina. So very, very optimistic now that Argentina has kind of steered towards, free market capitalism. The economy's doing really well. Inflation has finally come down. Now, the thing about Argentina that we talked about is this is really going to play out in two phases. We're already in phase one, right, which is kind of getting inflation under control and price stability. Because when you have price stability, now you can have foreign investment, right? You're not going to have foreign capital be allocated to a country or an economy where you don't have price stability, where you have runaway inflation, right? That's not, it's just not going to happen. So now that, Argentina inflation rates are coming down, I think you're going to see a lot of capital inflows, maybe even from the U.S. too. You never know. Hey Peter, what's going on? Cheers. Juan says, yep, a lot of taxes. You mean he wants to cut taxes or something? Now, I mean, to be fair, right, and I'm obviously biased because I'm an American, it's going to be very hard to compete with the United States really over the next 4 years. The new administration that's coming in is so unbelievably pro-business. And it's not even Trump. It's the people he has around him. These are all, seasoned entrepreneurs, very tech-focused. I think you're going to see a major, major influx in migration to the United States, which is kind of quite the opposite of what the mainstream media projects. If you look at, the team that Trump has put together, particularly as it relates to, tech jobs, H-1B visa, you're just going to see an explosion of very, very highly educated, capable talent just coming to the U.S. And that's going to do wonders for our economy. But at the same time, it's going to be very difficult for anybody else to compete with America. So we'll see what happens. But the talent that is set to come to the United States over the next 4 years is going to be unbelievable. The talent as it relates to AI, just software, enterprise software in general, it's going to be huge. So that's good for us. Man, I'm really going to miss Fifth Avenue when they take down all these holiday decorations. Let's make a quick walk around the block. Matthew, what's going on? Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you as well. Wow, looks like they opened up. We could take a look into the store. I've never actually been in here, by the way. This Bergdorf Goodman, never been in here. It looks way too elegant for my taste, at least. Looks beautiful. Wow, look at this. This almost looks like New Year's Eve stuff, doesn't it? Like, aren't these like party dresses and stuff for New Year's Eve? I think definitely you need like maybe an acquired taste for some of this stuff. Does look nice. Looks pretty cool. All right, let's go right in front of the Plaza. So we're outside of Grand Army Plaza. If you see all this construction stuff going on, we are set to get a brand new and improved and fully renovated Grand Army Plaza, which is awesome because if you see this fountain, they're actually not taking it down. They're just going to restore the entire fountain. If you remember from like previous live streams over the years, it was kind of like ratty, kind of broken down. A lot of the granite and the marble was like chipped and broken. It's going to be completely brand new and it's going to look fantastic. Which, I mean, they really should do that, right? Because think about the hotel that's right in front of it. This is one of the most New York iconic hotels, the Plaza, so. More candy canes on this side. And you could see a little bit of 220 Central Park South for all of our Vernado fans. Oh, Maron.
What the fuck?
What was that? She dropped it.
I think I dropped something out of my pocket.
What the hell was that? Anyway, this is 220 Central Park South. And this is a really cool shot of Steinway Tower too. Now from this angle, Steinway looks a little bit taller than Central Park Tower, but it's not. Central Park Tower is indeed taller than Steinway. All right, let's cross the street here. Oh my God. Prince and I had headphones on at 100%. I don't know what that was, but that was indeed loud. Very loud. Now, this is the building we were talking about yesterday. That is the Four Seasons on Billionaire's Row that is now reopened, but they've actually condominiumized some of the lower floors. So they're actually going to sell condos on some of the lower floors on the Four Seasons, but I don't know if they're going to be able to sell too well because they're not going to have really good views. I mean, you're going to be looking right into 432 Park Avenue. Yeah, usually during like the high tourist season, they'll close the lobby of the Plaza, and obviously they say, you know, only they'll say only guests or people who are staying at the hotel can go in. Yeah, Rick says you'll have to check out the new Waldorf Astoria when it opens. I think we got an email from the team over there. And I think our team is set to do like a preview, it's called. I think in early 2025 We're going to do a preview of that building, which I'm pretty excited for. Next week, I have to go to Sutton Tower, which is an interesting new development. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. And then this is the Sherry Netherland. This is 1 Central Park South. This is the residences at the Plaza Hotel. Oh, no way. Brad's Brains is tomorrow. I'll be at the Texans game, sitting 6 rows up on the 50-yard line. Wow. Very cool. I definitely will look for you on TV. I'll try to send you a screenshot. Lots of horses and carriages out tonight. I can't wait till the scaffolding is down, though, on the plaza. They're doing some facade restorations. Many people will email me and they'll ask me, how come there's so much scaffolding all over New York City? Well, it's a new regulation, and it happened because I don't know how long ago this was, but a brick got dislodged from the facade of a building and fell and hit somebody and killed them. So now there is this mandatory regulation, Local Law 11, I believe it's called, and it requires buildings to do routine facade maintenance. Now the problem is that routine facade maintenance could be extremely costly, so a way to kind of get around that necessary work is they could just throw scaffolding up and put it up. I mean, some of the buildings on the Upper West Side of Manhattan has had scaffolding for 6-7 years. That's just kind of one of the ways they go around it because it's so expensive to actually do the repairs. Hey, Trade Brigade, what's going on? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'm sure you were loving the rip-roaring rally today. Really good, actionable day in the market. We were just talking about that big bounce Tesla had. Seems like the correction that Tesla had came right down to the breakout level over that 2021 swing high. Pretty decent rally. So we'll see if this can continue. It's definitely shaping up to be another 20% plus return for the S&P for the year, which is going to be back-to-back 20+% returns, which is really unbelievable. This is a famous place to the left, Sarah Beth's. I just think it's a little too expensive and it's a little overrated, but it's a big tourist place. Yeah, Trade Brigades is great action, prior high, right off the level, beautiful from a technical perspective, indeed. And Bitcoin caught a little bit of a bid too, right on the 50-day. So if you look a little bit over to the Upper West Side of Manhattan, you're going to start to see the Upper West Side have an increasingly larger skyline. So this building right here is the new Extel building. So just like 157 Central Park Tower, Extel is building a luxury building on 65th Street. And the views are going to be insane over there. Buckminster says shout out to Tom of Walks on Wall Street and Matt of Trade Brigade, indeed. I'm sure all of you in here already know about Trade Brigade, but really good channel over there. Oftentimes I have the pre-market streams up at the desk when I'm supposed to be making my calls for the morning. Don't tell the boss, but it is what it is. This is a cool shot here. Steinway Tower, the skinniest residential apartment building in the world. And then you have Trump Park, which is 106 Central Park South. This is my old building right here. Let's go all the way to the Deutsche Bank Tower. Check it out. And I also want to do one quick pass of 15 Central Park West, the home of Dan Loeb and Goldman Sachs, well, former CEO of Goldman Sachs, Lloyd Blankfein. This is actually a really good building to live in on Central Park South. It's affordable, quote affordable, and the lobby is beautiful. I really miss living here. Look at that thing. Is that I'm blanking on the name. Kaws, I think. Kaws. I think. It looks similar to it. Now, this place is almost never open, but it has a sign that says, "We are open." But when I've lived here, it's always been dark. Yeah, Brad's brain, to say the least. I did get funny looks. I had a really nice unit there. It was a nice studio. It was just big enough. And it was the only studio apartment in that building that had a view of Central Park. Hey, Rick, what's going on? Says, hey, Tom, it's already Christmas here in Argentina. Lots of viewers from Argentina. So Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. We're about to pass the JW Marriott Essex House. And here, those two buildings, 15 Central Park West and that big tall black one, is 1 Central Park West. That is the Trump International Hotel and Tower. Mr. Torres, thank you so much. Happy Christmas to you as well. Thanks for joining. This is that new Bourbon Steak restaurant. This place is really good. Right inside the Essex House. Beautiful Art Deco building. One of my favorites. famous Essex house. There's still snow on the ground in Central Park too. Hey Philip, Merry Christmas to you. Good to see you. And thank you for joining. Here's the famous New York Athletic Club. Reggie 44, dinner was good. Dinner was good. It's very busy in the city tonight, especially at all the restaurants. Here's the main entrance to the New York Athletic Club, which is also undergoing mandatory facade work. So this scaffolding will probably be here for quite some time. Kristen S., Merry Christmas to you as well. I want to check out Central Park now that we have the light. This is looking over towards Deutsche Bank Tower and the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Now, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Miami is closing down in 2025, but it's going to reopen in 2030 because it's going to have the brand new Mandarin Oriental Hotel and Residences. I think that's probably the most exciting project for Miami. So you can kind of see the snow in Central Park, still here. Pretty cool. Allie French, thanks for joining. Merry Christmas. RJ from Colorado. Lena Sandoval. Rex A. Always a pleasure. Good to see you, Rex. And we technically have a white Christmas in New York City. Very cool. I think we should walk through the park, because this is a very, very rare occurrence that in New York City we have a white Christmas. This is like reminiscing on Home Alone. Wow, look at this shot. So this, you see Central Park Tower and 220 Central Park South in the same shot. And then turning the camera again, that is 157. Yeah, JT, Pigeon Lady. The Pigeon Lady is right over here, that bridge right over there. But it looks nice. Central Park looks really, really nice. RJ says Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, my friend. It's a cool shot. The horse and carriage. Kevin says, where do I see New York City 5 or 10 years from now? I think New York has just entered, in terms of real estate or in terms of what? I think I'll just talk about the real estate market. I think we've just entered a bull market in New York City, the very, very early innings. And I think with the coming changes in safety in New York, I think you're buying the bottom of the market, and I think New York City is set to perform really, really well over the next 5 to 10 years. Wow, look at this guy's really nice pad at 220 Central Park South. Guys, look at that. He has a full floor, Christmas tree right there. Unbelievable. How nice is that? Very cool. Hey, Lynn, what's up? Good to see you. Oh, look, we even got some snowmen in Central Park. Look at that. This is probably the first white Christmas we've had. I mean, I don't even know how many years. I never remember snow on the ground. LB, what's up? Thanks for joining. Buddy Mills said, what's up? Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas to you as well. This is the holiday market. It's closed down now. Can we get through this way? No, maybe we have to go this way. It's like a maze. Situation Rooms is how are the condos at the Time Warner Center. Now the Deutsche Bank Tower. So the condos are on this side. I think it's called 25 Central Park. And they're good. I mean, you have good views. I just don't like the layouts. I don't like... If you look them up on Street Easy, a lot of them are just too angular, I think. I wish they designed the tower to be like perfectly rectangular and not kind of have like jagged edges, because it kind of makes it look dated. You'll see what I'm talking about if you look at some of the photos on Street Easy. Hey Vivian, what's up? Thanks for joining. But in the northernmost tower, where you see most of the lights on, that's the Mandarin Oriental Residences. Or not the Residences, that's the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. But since we're up here, Columbus Circle, let's walk right past 1 Central Park West, which is the Trump International Hotel and Tower, as well as 15 Central Park West. That's also nicknamed the Limestone Building. That's one of my favorite buildings in the city. That's right. You'll always see a big police presence here because there's a precinct in the subway here at Columbus Circle. Hey, Malibu Rocky Oaks. Thank you so much for your very generous $20 donation. This is Merry Christmas. Thanks for sharing. Hoping for a bull market in real estate here in California. Love that. I'm very bullish on California, particularly under this administration. You know, as law and order returns, I think the state of California is set to benefit in a major way, specifically the San Francisco Bay Area. Maybe I'll make my way over to San Diego, California in 2025. I'm a big fan of San Diego. I've never been there, but every single one of my friends, I have a buddy who's in the Air Force. He's a TACP, who's actually deployed in Somalia right now, which is crazy. He did a training in San Diego, and he says he loved it. It was unbelievable. So this is 1 Central Park West. You have 3 different components. This is the Jean-Georges restaurant, that steakhouse. It's a Michelin star restaurant. I'm actually not a fan of it. I actually don't like it. Just to be to be blunt. I think there's a lot better steakhouses in the city. But I'll keep my voice down since we're here. But the hotel, the Trump International Hotel, is probably hands down the best hotel in the city. It's the Trump International Hotel and Park Hyatt. Hey, what's up, man? Are probably the two best, in my opinion. Especially the rooms overlooking the park. And then the third door is the residences. So if you want to buy a condo or rent a condo here, you would go through the third door. Now, the reason why I like this building so much, this is a conversion too. This used to be an office tower, but on some of the higher floors, like if you go to streeteasy.com and just type in 1 Central Park West, you can check out some of the photos of some of the units here. And on the high floors, you have this spectacular sprawling view of every single building on Billionaire's Row. So you have 432 Park, Steinway Tower 157, 220 Central Park South, 217 West 57th Street Central Park Tower, and you have this amazing view overlooking the Upper East Side, which is unbelievable. But this right here is 15 Central Park West. This one is really spectacular here. This was completed during the depths of the 2008 financial crisis, and it achieved record sellouts and commanded record price per square foot. I'm keeping an eye out for that red Cybertruck. Mike G, this is 1 bedroom at 15 Central Park West for Christmas. Now, you know what's crazy? During the COVID debacle, I remember looking at a 1 bedroom apartment for rent at 15 Central Park West for under $10,000. It was like $8,400 for a 1 bedroom apartment for rent. And that's a good deal for 15 Central Park West. It's a crazy deal. But look at that. It's just architecturally, it's very pleasing. Very, very well done. I don't know, I like it. The building closest to Central Park is best. Tofu Shoots, what's up? Happy holidays to you as well. Now, there's a really good interview with Lloyd Blankfein on YouTube, and you could tell the backdrop is his apartment at 15 Central Park West. And he says, he's like, even though I'm retired, I'm like semi-retired. He's a markets junkie, so he's in his apartment oftentimes, managing his portfolio, trading stocks in his apartment. He has a really, really nice unit. He has a full floor unit here that wraps around and has a really nice balcony. It's beautiful. That's a good interview. I think he did it in 2019, something like that. Hey, Melissa 2087, what's up? Merry Christmas Eve to you and your family. Hopefully you're doing well. These are the congestion pricing cameras. LB, what's going on? Let's cross the street here to the right and see if we can make one pass through the Time Warner Center, because it is decorated really nice for the holidays here. Hey, John says you will love San Diego. Awesome city. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of San Diego walking tours on YouTube. It looks amazing. Anywhere generally that's like a beach town, it's warm weather, sunny all the time. It's right up my alley. Emmett says, where's the snow in New York City? It's already gone. I mean, we just walked through Central Park. There was a lot of snow. I wouldn't say a lot of snow, actually, but it definitely was still on the ground. This is another one of my favorite views of all time here. All right, let's see if we can go inside. It's really, really beautiful in here. This is the shops at Columbus Circle. Oh, wow. AB. I didn't know that. Hold on. Let me pull off to the side. AB says San Diego is amazing. I just spent a month there training for a jiu-jitsu championship. Wow. Very cool. Now, I'm not like big into jiu-jitsu, but every time that I'm in Miami, I go to this gym. It's the Valenti Brothers Gym. Have you? I'm sure you've probably heard of it. It's right there in North Miami Beach, close to what am I saying? Close to Sunny Isles Beach, actually. Hey, okay. Take care, man. Have a good Christmas. Yeah, it's Valenti Brothers is right as you go over the Intracoastal from Sunny Isles Beach. It's right there. I try to take a few classes every time I'm back in Miami, but it's definitely a humbling experience. Let's just put it that way. To be blunt. Hey, the Mighty Bull, thanks so much for your generous $5 donation. This is coffee for you, and have a great 2025. Thanks so much, Mighty Bull. Thanks for the support, and Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Oh wow, AB says I train at Renzo's on 30th Street here in the city. Let me take a screenshot of that. I mean, it's definitely a really good skill to learn, right? Particularly if you're going to be in a crazy city like New York, taking the subway at all crazy hours of the day. And it's a good workout, too. Anyway, congrats on, or I should say good luck on the championships. This is what I wanted to show you guys. They have this really nice lights display here. It's really beautiful. It changes color and it has like a synchronization with music. And then here, a good view of Central Park Tower and 220 Central Park South. Now, what would you say is like the safest martial art? The way it was explained to me, it's like, you know, if you know jiu-jitsu, if you get into like a situation of somebody's being very, you know, violent, jiu-jitsu is a way like where you're not going to hurt the other person, but you could prevent them from hurting you and prevent them from even hurting themselves or somebody else. Because you're just, you know, you're not actually throwing punches or throwing blows at them. You know, you're just, I would say it's the most humane, maybe humane is not the right term, but you want to try to de-escalate and just, some people on the subway, like I've seen just these people, they're obviously having like mental episodes. You know what I mean? Like I can tell like some of these people, they don't mean to hurt others, if that makes sense. It's just these people have severe mental issues, and they, intimidate people on the subway, get in their face, throw things. So if you can, safely neutralize that threat without hurting them. Yeah, non-lethal, right, Dennis, yeah. Yeah, Jax is the best self-defense run. For sure, if you weren't crammed into like a death tube in the subway. All right, one more look. And then we will head down. Hey, Jack Jackson, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Mr. Powell says, wonderful scenery. Thank you for sharing this. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Likewise. Susanna Q4, what's going on? Amora says, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad to you too. I think the closer we get to Midtown, it's going to get crazy, particularly Radio City Music Hall. Kevin says Tai Chi is the safest. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the live stream so far tonight, feel free to leave a like on the video. And click the subscribe button if you're new. I think this is one of those new electric Porsche. Those look really nice. Anybody doing anything fun for Christmas? Any plans, or just kind of hanging out at home with the family, hanging out? Peters is incredible fast, this Porsche. Yeah, well, EVs are much, much faster than, ICE engines. I'm not an engineer, but the way it was explained to me, I guess like a lot of the energy is not burned off within the engine, so the horsepower just goes directly to the wheels or something like that. Oh, cool. Alan says, I flew to Georgia to be with the family. Going back to Kansas tomorrow. Okay, cool. Nice. Direct torque, says Trade Brigade. It's funny, because if you think about, just think about the stigma around EVs and hybrids, right? Now, I don't know if, maybe this was just where I grew up, but, in New York back in the day, if you drove like an EV, people in the car community would be like, that's a car for sissies. But it's faster than any other vehicle, that you could put up against it. Even any of these hot rods, Lamborghinis, anything. A Tesla would leave it in the dust. Anyway, this is the front entrance of Central Park Tower, 217 West 57th Street. This thing is interesting here. LB, what's up? Malibu says the Cybertruck is insane. Yeah, Cybertruck is awesome. Someone says you're the first American that's pronounced Porsche correctly. How do you pronounce it? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Porsche, Porsche? I call it Porsche. I don't know. This is the Brooklyn Diner. Now, I'm excited for 2025 because Waymo is gonna come to Miami. So maybe I'll have to do a video of my first autonomous ride. This is the Osborne. That's a really nice, really nice place there. Here we have 432. (57th Street subway station). We'll cross more one more time on 7th. Now, if we have time tonight, what I want to do is go to Times Square if it's not too busy, because the 2025 numerals are there, and I haven't seen that yet. Speaking of Porsche, we have TK Porsche right here. This is given equal horsepower and torque, no difference between ICE and EV, in excel and top speed. ICE has many advantages in maintaining sustained speed as EV batteries run down and overheat. Very interesting. Is it really crowded as usual? Maybe we'll go there later. This is the Russian tea room across the street. LB. So the numerals are the 2025 numerals that are going to be put on top of One Times Square when they drop the ball on New Year's Eve. Which is, I really got to get to see it this year. I saw it last year, but we'll wait for the light. We're actually on 6th and a half Avenue right now. TK Porsche says it's Porsche. Copy that. Oh, is that right? The Joyful one, they moved the numerals? Well, thanks for letting me know. I didn't want to walk there for nothing. Hey, Jonathan from Florida, thank you so much for your very generous $20 donation. This is Hey Tom, seas and greetings from the Sunshine State. Thanks, Jonathan. And once again, thank you for your nice package that you sent to my office. Really appreciate it. And everybody for that fact that sent me something to my office. I really do appreciate it. You guys don't need to send me anything. It's far, far too kind, but I do appreciate it very much. And it was funny because the people in the mailroom are like, why are you getting all this mail? My boss was like, you have like 5 packages on your desk and all these envelopes. Like, aren't we the ones that are supposed to be sending people stuff for the holidays, like clients and stuff? But I do appreciate everybody. It means a lot. Tofu Shoots, his crypto market, is messing with my emotions today. Mine too. Well, I mean, what are we trading at now? Did we fade throughout the night? I mean, we had a pretty strong rally intraday today. The candle should have closed, right? The daily candle. So this place is new. And it's actually quite nice here. You know, there's a lot of bars that look just stunning for the holidays. My favorite one, if you ever get a chance to go during Christmas time or Thanksgiving in New York City, it's in Grand Central Station. Oh, let me get you guys a shot of Steinway here. But I mean, this thing is beautiful. It's the Campbell Bar inside Grand Central Station. It is so stunning. Now, at one point, I was a little bit nervous because I thought they were going to close it down, or maybe I think somebody on the stream said they were going to close it down or something like that. But it's reopened, and that place is really, really nice. It's called the Campbell Bar or the Campbell Apartments, and it used to be an office. It used to be the I'm going to butcher the name. I think it was the director of the railroad. That was his office or something that's now converted into a bar. So this is part of the Steinway Tower too, but this is the actual Steinway building. So there's 60 units total, but there's also units in this front building here too, which is quite nice. It's more of an elegant feel, I'd say, here at 111 West 57th Street. Yeah, crypto memes says crypto has to have a 50% drop for me to pay attention. I know. And they just signed one of their tenants, which is going to be an auction house here. Santi, thank you so much. Hey, Andrews, as my daughter was learning about the Buttonwood Agreement in school, and thanks to you, I know where to find it. Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? Now, Andrew, if you want to see the original Buttonwood Agreement, it's actually on display at the New York Stock Exchange. But if you ever get the opportunity to go to the New York Stock Exchange, you could just ask them to show it to you. I was extremely lucky to be able to see it in person. So thank you, John, if you're watching. Appreciate it. It's just such an unbelievable piece of American history. It's really just a beautiful thing to see. But it was signed, and I had no idea it was actually signed right where I used to work, at 82 Wall Street. I had no idea, which is now the Wall Street Hotel. You'll see that landmark of New York sign if you ever go to the Wall Street Hotel, and you can see the plaque, and that is where the Buttonwood Agreement was signed to create the first ever New York Stock Exchange. All right, let's go. Yeah, there seems to be auction houses. There's one right at 432 Park, and now there's going to be one at 111 West 57th Street, which, I mean, Western Mass Dave, it makes sense, right? I mean, who has the money to go buy a lot of that stuff that's being auctioned off? A lot of billionaires. So if you want to go buy your multi-million-dollar apartment, maybe you want to buy something at the auction house or something. Katie says, I used to go to the New York Stock Exchange back in 1982, which was open to the public at the time. Yeah, I'm super jealous. Now, after 9/11, they closed it down to the public, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. This is the Alliance Bernstein building. And then we're gonna walk right past 53 West 53rd. Duth 2 says Merry Christmas from Avondale, Arizona. Very cool. Merry Christmas. Andy A, Merry Christmas to you as well. Joanne, Merry Christmas, welcome. This is West 54th Street and Avenue of the Americas. It's a pretty clear night. You could see all the way to the World Trade Center. Dave Fisher says, what part of New York City is 108th Street? It depends which 108th Street. There's a lot of 108th Streets in New York City. Are you talking about 108th Street in Manhattan, West Side, East Side? Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the live stream tonight, feel free to leave a like on the video and click the subscribe button if you're new. We do these live streams pretty much every day, starting at 8:45. Hey, Rat Fink, thank you so much for your generous $10 donation. This is Merry Christmas, Tom from Washington. Thank you so much, Rat Fink. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and wishing you a prosperous 2025. As always, the best is yet to come. So thank you for your support. I do appreciate it. I'm looking for our friend Colton Manning. He works here. Sometimes we run into him outside. We'll hang out and see if he's here for a second. In the meantime, I'll give you guys a quick view of 53 West 53rd. Frank says, Merry Christmas, everybody. What's up, Frank? Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. God bless. Tofu Shoots says, Tom, any advice for someone wanting to start something new? Start the new year with a new start. I would start it right now. I wouldn't wait for 2025. Just do it, you know. You just gotta have the mental fortitude just to do it. Just do it. Now that seems like obvious advice, but it's the best advice. If you just start something and you just do it gradually over time, you're gonna build a habit and you're gonna continue to do it. And it usually takes about 30 days. So if you want to start something new, do it for 30 days and force yourself to do it for 30 days. It's going to suck, but once you get over that 30-day time frame, everything is going to become routine and it's not going to suck anymore. Hey, Omega Sparrow, thank you so much for your $5 donation. This is Merry Christmas to my wife. Well, Merry Christmas as well. Happy holidays and have a wonderful, wonderful Happy New Year. I don't want to mispronounce your wife's name wrong. Or I don't want to mispronounce your wife's name. But Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. New England Crypto, that's right. You've got the young ones, the little ones, that are probably waiting for Santa Claus, right? I think there's a live stream where you could actually track where old Saint Nick is right now. I think it's the NORAD tracker. So for any little ones that are watching, make sure you get to bed early. You don't want to miss out. I actually have to get to bed early too. I don't want to miss out myself. This is UBS. UBS has these decorations every single year. I wonder if the internet is going to buffer quite a bit. There's probably going to be a lot of people over here. There's a pretty good steakhouse to the right. DC, what's going on? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. Actually feels like it's warming up a bit. It was really cold. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is 30 Rock. All right, let's try to cross the street and take a look at the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Might as well. Stephen Bate, what's up? Merry Christmas to you. Estelle, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Maybe we should go to the other side. Yeah, maybe we'll try to loop around a little bit.
It's 5-hour parking until midnight.
Wow, it's so busy. I'm curious to see how busy Del Frisco's is today. It's probably going to be crazy busy. Hey, what's up, Andy? Merry Christmas to you. 안녕하세요. Dizzy Lizzie, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing well and enjoying the holiday season. Tatiana says Merry Christmas from Chile. I think it might be too busy, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, you'll see the Japanese flag. You have Mizuho very close here. Mizuho is a Japanese bank, which is actually right behind us. Let's see if we could try. Wow, so many people. At least they keep the road closed. I think we may still be buffering. Wow, TK Porsche. I really appreciate it, but you don't have to give me any money. But thank you very much. This is Merry Christmas, Tom. I want to thank you for inspiring me to be more active and analytical with my portfolio this year, with truly great results. May 2025 be a prosperous year for you and for all the channel members as well. Well, TK Porsche, thank you very much for your very generous $200 donation. You don't have to give me any money. You don't have to donate. You don't have to donate any money, but I'm glad you did really well this year in your portfolio. I'm sure many of you could say the same. It's honestly been a blessing of a year. It really has. As you said, in terms of portfolio performance, I'm sure many of you have had life-changing years this year. So, thank you so much. I do appreciate the note. I've had a few others send me some emails saying that they've had life-changing years. So, remember to, if you have a life-changer year, remember to take some off the table and make sure you take care of what you got to take care of. But TK Porsche, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for your generosity and thank you for supporting the channel. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. Man, the tree looks amazing this year. I'll make sure to save that $200. And if you're ever in New York City, we'll go to Del Frisco's or something like that. So I'll put it in the virtual bank. And if you're ever in New York, I will return the favor. We'll go to Del Frisco's or something like that. Let me stand back a little bit further. Yeah, Reggie says the Wall Street tree is good too. We were just there earlier. It's really nice. Let's see if we can get down by the ice skating rink. Hey, Bree Grams, good to see you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully you're enjoying your holiday season. Jack, hilarious. Wow, Buddy Mills says I beat stage 4 cancer this year. I have a lot to be thankful for. What a blessing that is. That's awesome, dude. That's amazing. Never give up hope, that's for sure. That's awesome.
You're fine. Like, I can go
I think we have one of our other friends here. Jeff in Southern Tier, New York, has unfortunately been battling cancer as well. So we definitely wish him all the best and are hoping and praying for him too. Wow, the wind is picked up like crazy. Hey, what's up, NBA Elias? Merry Christmas. We're just checking out the Christmas tree here, and a lot of people are out for Christmas Eve, and it's getting pretty late too. Hey, Andy says, "Hey, Merry Christmas, Tom, from your Massapequa friend." What's up? I'll be at the Pequa tomorrow. I'll be in Long Beach, and then I'll probably be in Massapequa as well. I was like, maybe I'll stop by one of my favorite coffee shops out there, Massapequa Perk, but it's obviously closed on Christmas. That's a good spot for any Long Islanders out there. It's right at the Massapequa Park train station. I've been going to that place since, my God, I was in high school. Massapequa Perk. I think it's a little bit too crowded down there to have at it. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too crowded, so let's go around to St. Patrick's Cathedral first, and then maybe by that time the crowds will have dissipated a bit. Oh, that's right, Jack. Yeah, the Christmas Eve Mass. I think that's going to be live streamed too. At least I think so. Last year, the St. Patrick's Midnight Mass, they had it on live stream. Hopefully they're going to do that this year. They're obviously going to have the Midnight Mass, but they'll probably have it on stream. Let's check it out. Let's do like one lap around St. Patrick's. Maybe there are already people lined up too. This is Saks Fifth Avenue. Unfortunately, no big display this year, but it is what it is. Erica, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. What's up, Tariq? We have Tariq Khan joining us. Welcome. I think I see people already lined up. Here, let me go over to the side and try to zoom in. I don't know if you guys could see that. Here, let me zoom in. 1 second. Please stand by. The car's in the way. But I definitely see people. You could see some sort of a line to get into St. Patrick's. I believe that is for the Midnight Mass. What time is it right now? Does anybody want to put it in the chat? It must be past 10:30 already. Hey, Country Boy 8340. This is Tom. We are 4 hours into Christmas Day here in Northern Ireland. And just after some turkey, Merry Christmas, y'all. What's going on? Now, my ancestors, before they came to New York City through Ellis Island, were from County Mayo, Ireland. Not too sure where that is, but that's the Irish side of the family, as opposed to the Italian side. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, it makes sense. So it's only an hour until the midnight mass at St. Patrick's. Tariq. I'll definitely let him know next time I'm around. Big police presence too, look at that. Looks like you have the media too. They have all these cameras set up. Look at the emergency service unit, the vehicle there, crazy. Jack says you might want to invest in Ireland, $30 billion surplus next year. Well, the only thing I know about Ireland is there's a big pharmaceutical presence there. There's a lot of pharma companies, big pharma. I guess it's the way I was told, there's no taxes or there's significant tax breaks. There seems to be a pretty stiff perimeter all around St. Patrick's here. Hey, Marcelo Gill says, hey Tom, come to Brazil? Yeah, I mean, the US dollar on every single currency match is crazy. I mean, if you have a lot of US dollars, it's definitely advantageous to travel, for sure. Marcelo, hopefully you're doing well in Brazil. A lot of Brazilians in Miami, Florida. Fisher Island, tons of Brazilians. Hey, Madison32, thank you so much for your $10 donation. This is Merry Christmas, Tom, and thanks for all the valuable content you share with us on your streams. The views of New York City and Miami are spectacular, and your newsletter is filled with educational wisdom. Well, thank you, Madison32. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for your generosity, and have a wonderful Christmas. Speaking of the newsletter, everybody, we're going to be sending out our 2025 market outlook later in the week after Christmas. If you want to receive that for free, you can just scan the QR code on your screen and punch in your email. It'll take you to our Substack. We're going to send it out after Christmas, so check it out. All right, let's try to go through all the crowds now. We'll go back and try to do one pass. And then let's see if we can get to Times Square before the phone dies, because I want to check out the numerals. Which are the 2025 numerals now.
My next question.
All right, let's try to figure out the best way to get through here. Alex is Merry Christmas from Long Beach, California. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I think you have to get tickets to the Midnight Mass, right? I'm assuming it's free. You obviously don't have to pay, but the wait list is probably super long. Tim's is standing room only. The VIPs get the seats. I have to do some research into that. What do you do? Go online and just 4, 5, 6 is Tom. There's a lottery for the mass, which makes sense, right? I mean, there's probably thousands upon thousands of people that try to get a seat. Here, let me zoom in one more time. You could kind of see the people on the side here already lining up. Wow, look at all the traffic. That's one thing I would not do, is drive down Fifth Avenue on Christmas Eve. The funniest thing is, and you guys will see this on New Year's Eve, you'll see all these cars and everybody's all upset honking their horn because they're trying to drive down Broadway on New Year's Eve. It's like, don't you think it's going to be pretty busy and there's going to be a lot of detours on New Year's Eve in Manhattan? Like, you got to kind of expect crazy traffic. Someone's saying, do I do airdrops? I don't really mess with any of the altcoins, to be quite honest. Because here's my thing, right? And this is just my personal experience over the years. A lot of people try to trade the altcoins and they claim that they just want to try to make as much money as possible to buy more Bitcoin, but then they wind up losing all their money trading altcoins and then they have no Bitcoin. So, I mean, I just want Bitcoin, to be honest. That's really the only thing I want. Another thing I don't understand is when people trade with leverage. Like, I'm sure you guys see all the liquidations, right? Whenever Bitcoin has a really volatile move down, a ton of people get liquidated to the tune of billions of dollars. I don't know why you're trading Bitcoin with leverage. I mean, it's already super volatile. Like, why do you need to have more risk? I mean, it's so volatile as it is. You do not need to lever up your Bitcoin. It's already a powerhouse as it is. Anyway, that's just how I think about it. Hey, LB, thank you so much for your very generous $10 donation. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year to you. But LB, thank you so much for your very generous donation. Appreciate you. This is a good shot of the tree right here. That's such an awesome shot.
Hi, officer. How about you? Now, you came here with this close?
All right, let me check the battery. Oof, 20%. All right, let's go to the numerals in Times Square. We might as well. So one last look at the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. And now we're going to take a look at the 2025 numerals, if they're still there. I don't know if they're still there. At least I hope they're still there. Somebody said earlier that they removed them. I don't know why they would remove them. Hey, NBA Elias, thank you very much. You guys don't need to donate money to me, but I do appreciate, you guys are just too generous and too kind and too amazing all around. But NBA Elias, thank you very much for your $50 donation. Says thank you for all your efforts with the channel and the newsletter. Your work is inspiring to all of us, and I send this on behalf of everybody in the chat. Thank you, NBA Elias. Very, very nice. Very, very kind. I appreciate you and all of your generosity. Definitely means a lot. And thank you for your viewership. I mean, if you guys didn't show up to watch the streams, Or if you guys didn't read the investor letters, I'd just be talking into a void, you know? So thank you all. Appreciate it very much. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll make it to Times Square? We're gonna go for it regardless, but maybe if somebody could look at the, what's it called, the Earth camera in Times Square to see if the numerals are still there. We might as well head there anyway, but NBA Elias, appreciate you as always, very kind. And I appreciate all the viewers, everybody in the chat. Jack says there's a 20% chance. All right, we'll still do it. Wow. Cassie Stewart says, everyone please stay safe this Christmas Eve. Thank you.
Family photos, pictures? You want to do photos?
Ooh, Alan says you're not seeing them on the Earth camera, but it's also very crowded. All right, let me turn my brightness all the way down. We'll do it anyway, because I haven't seen it this year. Damn, 2025. Yeah, somebody is talking about airdrops. Look, it's just not my thing. It's kind of like what I was saying before. And I mean, I've been in the Bitcoin / crypto space since 2016. So I mean, I've seen a few of these cycles where a lot of these airdrop schemes, lending schemes, DeFi schemes have blown up, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. And in every cycle, right? In every cycle, people do really well. So for example, they'll buy Bitcoin, they'll do well, they'll be up 100%, and then they get greedy, and then they want to buy all these altcoins to say, oh, if I buy these altcoins, they go up 1,000%, then I could just convert it back into Bitcoin and get more Bitcoin. But what happens every time, and I've seen this since 2016, everybody loses money in all of these scams, right? In all these like DeFi projects, these lending platforms. I'm not sure if anybody remembers like BitConnect and all that nonsense. And they end up losing all of their money and missing out on just holding Bitcoin. I mean, it's such a leveraged, like Bitcoin is so volatile as it is. It's a levered asset as it is. You don't need to be getting more risk on with all this other stuff. That's just my personal opinion on it. I mean, look, maybe I'm just not skilled enough to trade those altcoins. I don't know. It's just, you're gonna get, I mean, the KGAR on Bitcoin is like 160%, but maybe even a little bit more, depending on where you started from. But I mean, if you can do it, I say go for it, but just be careful, because I've seen this in every cycle. All right, let's head towards Times Square now. We're actually pretty close to Del Frisco's. This is Del Frisco's right here. This is a great steakhouse. Oh, look at that. Empire State Building. Lit up like a candy cane. Also, I think a lot of those, altcoins are just frauds, in my opinion. So, I mean, I just don't want to mess with any of that stuff. Somebody was sending me an article that this celebrity created some sort of a coin, and then they sold all of their tokens, and it went to zero, and then she kind of ran away, and everybody's like filing civil lawsuits. But at the end of the day, it's like, guys, if you are, I don't want to be mean, but I think the thing was called Hawk Tua. If you're putting any money in an investment that's called Hawk Tua, I mean, you deserve to lose all your money. You deserve not to have any money. Right, you shouldn't be in charge of any money, to allocate any money. Okay, I'm not saying what she did was right or wrong. I don't know. I haven't really been following it. Is it a scam? Maybe she pulled off a big scam. I have no idea. But to lawyer up and blame this person for losing your money. No, you were gonna lose the money if it was Hawk Tua or if it was something else. Like, don't put your money in this nonsense. Anyway, that's just my humble opinion on it. It's like, what were you expecting, right? If you step in the ring with Mike Tyson and you get punched in the face and you get a concussion, are you going to be like, oh my God, what the heck? I got punched in the face and I got a concussion. Well, of course, you were in the ring with Mike Tyson. So just, another rule of thumb, if a celebrity is promoting any sort of investment, and again, I have to be cautious with the legalese here. So again, everything is allegedly. You probably should walk the opposite way from that investment if any type of celebrity endorsement is there, right? I mean, just look what happened with FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried essentially paid off massive big-name celebrities. I think like Tom Brady was getting greased by Sam Bankman-Fried. Mr. Wonderful was getting greased by him. So there's always a reason, right? Tom Brady is one of the greatest football players of all time. He's not an investor. He's not a trader. He doesn't know anything about cryptocurrencies. He's only talking good about it because he's getting paid multi-millions of dollars to say it's great. Okay? So just be very careful. I think the good news, though, is everybody should be getting their money back from that FTX collapse, I think. Alan says Kevin O'Leary is an investor and he got hosed. Yeah, but he's, well, I don't know. Anyway, I got to be careful what I say about that stuff. My thing is this. Kevin O'Leary sold the learning company, right, is a billionaire. Like, why do you have to grift for a few million extra dollars? You know what I mean? Like, isn't the billions you have enough? Do you really have to go and push a fraud on retail investors for an extra $5 million? I think he was getting like $5 million a month. Like, that's pocket change for him. You know what I mean? So it's like, is it ever enough? You're already a billionaire. You don't have to grift and, push a fraud. That's kind of my take on it. It's like you're already loaded. You don't have to take money to endorse anything. You're already so massively rich. Like, why are you doing that? All right. More importantly, let's try to look for these numerals now. I think they were over on this side. Let's see. Well, you know what's crazy? Pretty soon you're going to see the ball drop right here in Times Square. 2025. Tim says greed. But that's the thing, like if you look at the, like if Kevin O'Leary, right, is worth a few bill, and Sam Bankman-Fried gives him $5 million a month, that doesn't even move the needle on his net worth. Like, he doesn't even get out of bed for $5 million. Like, if I was worth $2 billion, I wouldn't even get out of bed for $5 million a month. I have my money. I don't need to promote some scam. Anyway. Hey, Ike Voorhees, thank you so much for your generous $20 donations. Says happy holidays, Tom. This is for providing us with great content. Thank you, Ike. Appreciate your support. So the numerals used to be right here. Right here. But Ike, thank you so much. Hopefully you're having a wonderful holiday season. Once again, you guys don't need to donate any money to me, but I do appreciate the support. And hopefully throughout the years you guys have at least got some value from the broadcasts or the newsletters, so that makes me happy. So thank you for the support. Maybe they took them down now because they have to put them all the way up there now. Peter says the numerals left yesterday. Well, we missed him this year. That's all right. Man, Peter, that's a bummer. I really wanted to see those. I think that's the only advertisement I like in Times Square, is the original Coca-Cola with the Santa Claus on the big screen Jumbotron. Hey, John Mendoza says, Tom, how was Miami? Miami was really good. Really, really good. I had a really good time in Miami. And hopefully in 2025 I could spend more time in South Florida. I just like the energy. Yeah, Sam M says, I guess we'll see them at 11:59 on the 29th. That's true. Definitely true. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. I think that's King Kong. Crazy, right?
It's just constant service.
I actually have to head back uptown. Hey, we have the FDNY. I think the 2025 is all the way up there already. If you look close, I think they're putting them up. It's 202, and then they still have the 5 to put up.
For your daughter, for free.
Hey, Tim, thank you so much for your very generous $10 donations. Just enjoy your walks and Wall Street. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Tim. God bless. Hopefully you and your family are having a wonderful holiday season. And thank you for the support. It is much, much appreciated. Well, you can see the ball that's going to drop. That's 1 Times Square. Daniel J says Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Likewise. Let's see if we can get down to the... Not down to the Empire State Building, but on the corner. But Tim, once again, thank you very much. Ike, TK Porsche, and NBA Elias, everybody. Appreciate all of you. No, and Felipe, thank you so much. I mean, it's an interesting topic. You know, just because I don't agree with a particular thing doesn't mean it's not interesting. It doesn't mean it's not right. I mean, you could be right about all the this stuff. It's just, I guess, outside of my risk tolerance. But please keep it coming. Daytona Gal says, Tom, you have inspired me to take a fresh look at my financial decisions. I can't thank you enough for the much needed changes this has made. Well, that's really great news. Wishing you all the best. God bless. And the best is yet to come. Here's to a prosperous 2025. Well, let me check the battery again. This parking garage right here is an incredible opportunity. I'm actually trying to get in touch with the owner as we speak. I mean, that's like a prime spot, and it's just a parking garage. I'm not too sure about the air right situation, but I'm digging. I'm doing some research there. I mean, if it could be sold with additional air rights and stack it, I mean, that's That's money right there. I'll keep you posted on that because that's something I'm working on 44th Street. I just got to figure out the air rights situation. Just want to get the Empire State Building in the shot. Rusty says, is it freezing? It's not too bad, honestly. I felt colder earlier in the day. All right, everybody. Well, I will leave you off with the beautiful shot of the Empire State Building. If you guys enjoyed this Christmas Eve live stream, feel free to leave a like on the video. Click the subscribe button if you're new. And have a very Merry Christmas. A wonderful New Year. Wishing you guys nothing but the best. God bless all of you. God bless your families. And have a wonderful Christmas from me to you, everybody here at Walks on Wall Street. Appreciate all of you. Have a very safe Christmas Eve and a very happy Christmas Day filled with blessings and prosperity. So Sue Rollins, thanks so much. New England Crypto, NMB 45. Floor, all of our moderators, thank you for everything this year. Mohammed, Abdullah, Mars Tech, thank you so much. Regina, Susanna Q4, New England Crypto, Western Mass Dave. Merry Christmas to you, God bless. Nina, Mike G, Mr. 15 Central Park West. Old Tape Archive, Joe Driver. Mr. Bone 99, Leslie, James Tiger. We'll see you guys all in the next one. TK Porsche, NBA Elias, City Walks with Estelle. Thanks so much. Merry Christmas, everybody, and have a wonderful Christmas day. Take care.